All right. This is Alex, the Beer Master. Welcome to my channel. This is my second week of Stout Sunday, which I enjoyed very much. But today I have Michael Komarov and Jeremy. So today we are reviewing some stouts because it is Stout Sunday. So what do you got there, Michael, my friend?
Okay, this is from Central Waters Brewing in Amherst, Wisconsin, and it's called Satin Solitude. It's an imperial stout at 7.7%. They don't give the IBUs on it, so I'm not sure what the IBUs are, but it's an imperial stout, and hopefully it will be tasty.
And speaking of John Anelli, the legendary John Anelli is in the chat. I'm guessing he's on his way home or something like that. I'm assuming.
He's supposed to get back to Noonan tonight, I think.
Okay, so he is going to be on his way home. All right, awesome beans. Awesome beans. All right, so go ahead, Jeremy. What do you got there, my friend?
I've got the Ron had this last week, I think. This is the left hand peanut butter milk stout. Comes in at 6% ABV and hold on, was it 25 IBUs? So it's out of Colorado also, but it's supposed to be milk chocolate notes up with peanut butter, so we'll find out if it stacks up or it just tastes like fake flavoring.
I don't know. You never know. I mean, I'm hoping it's real peanut butter, and maybe one day we can get Left Hand Brewing and Left Hand Brewing peanut butter. Maybe me, you, John, and all that, because John can hear us. Can do a examination sometime in the future. I say all these examinations, but I haven't done them yet.
What do you have, Alex?
I got the black chocolate stout, from Brooklyn.
Cool.
So I am willing to give this a shot. So go ahead, Michael Komarov, dig on in there, my friend.
Okay. Now, take a look in the glass. Very dark brown appearance.
Can you present him, Alex?
Oh, sure.
You want to put me up, you can.
Thanks, my friend.
There we go. So nice in the glass, and it's got like a half finger type beige head, which looks like it's holding up really well. Getting good lacing on the glass. Let me give it a smell. You're getting roasted malts. You're getting maybe some coffee, some dark chocolate. It smells like really nice beer. Let me give it a taste. Very nice. The taste follows the nose. You're getting, again, chocolate, roasted malt, and coffee. Very easy drinking. The alcohol is very well hidden. This could be dangerous.
Yeah, if it's a high ABV beer and
it's 7.7 and tastes more like a session beer. Like this could be a session stout the way they have it worked out. It's well balanced. I'm enjoying it.
Awesome beans. All right.
I'll come back and give you a number.
Okay, get the Jeremy on here now. Let's see here. Bam. There you go, Jeremy.
Again, I'm drinking Left Hand Brewing the peanut butter milk stout. 6%, 25 IBUs. And I've already poured it in a very small khaki colored head there. Totally dark. So on the appearance. Let's go to the nose here. Definitely getting the peanut butter right off the bat. Kind of a toffee type smell too. I can actually smell the saltiness of it too, actually, for some reason. Definitely getting a lot of peanut butter and chocolate on the nose here. All right, I'm going to Cheers, guys. And we'll go
Cheers.
for a taste.
Cheers.
Jeremy.
Enjoy.
All right. Predominantly on this one's chocolate, more than I thought it would be. But definitely got the peanut butter in there, but it's not quite as strong. Tastes like really, if the peanut butter you're getting kind of reminds me of peanut brittle. Have you ever tried that, Alex?
I think so. It's like like squares, and it has big chunks.
Yeah.
Okay.
This tastes like peanut brittle. I'm not lying. It's good.
But you like peanut brittle, so it should be delicious.
Yeah, you're getting the saltiness, like I can't describe it. It's like the peanut and the saltiness of the peanut, and it tastes like peanut brittle. That's really weird. But
They should have called it peanut brittle peanut butter cup if it was based.
They did a good job on this, making it taste like that. It's almost like a Reese cup, but it's kind of more towards the peanut brittle, in my opinion.
Jeremy, is it smooth? Is it smooth tasting?
Very smooth. It's not as smooth as a nitro, the one they make, the nitro milk stout nitro, because of course it's nitro, but it's very, very, very smooth and creamy on the mouthfeel, and lightly carbonated. Finishes with not really dry finish. It's got a sweet finish to it. So
now
I like this one. This is actually shocking me. I didn't see. I'd tried it before after eating certain food, and it didn't taste that good. I was like, "Uh-oh, this is not going to be that good." So it's way better today. So
yeah, but would you? I hope one day. I haven't obviously tried that yet, but I'm hoping one day they'll make a peanut butter version of that as a nitro version. That's what I'm saying. So that would be cool if they did.
You know, I don't know. I know this is a seasonal one. Yeah, it says it on the can, seasonal.
Right, but I wonder if they'll ever do a nitro version of that beer, of that same beer. I mean, you really wonder. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? So
yeah, they may do that, Alex. I don't know. You know how these breweries are, though. I mean, if the demand for it is enough, they would do it. So
certainly.
But it's definitely good. It's a good. I'm shocked, actually. It's a lot better than I thought it would be.
All right, so I guess now I'm the last one to review my stuff. So let me get.
Yeah. Come on, Alex. Where you at?
There
you are.
All right. Well, today I'm reviewing the black chocolate stout from Brooklyn, which is I believe it's from New York because Brooklyn Brewery. I'm assuming it's from New York.
Right. That's a clever name.
Yeah. So let's put this in a glass, and it's the volume is 10.0 by volume, 10 point by volume of alcohol. So, but according to Michael, it's going to be a delicious beer. So let's check this out, shall we? All right. I like to open up my stuff last. I'm weird like that, but I like a nice little hiss. Let's see what this is all about.
There you go, Alex.
All right.
There you go.
Ooh, it smells like it.
That's not. You did a good pour that time, man. Real
Yeah,
good.
well, because I did it like this.
Right.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do anyway. You know me, though. I'm a little crazy, but I should pour it the way it should be poured. So we got a nice fingered head. Nice, maybe one fingered head here.
One finger head, yeah.
Nice dark chocolate. It's like a jet black kind of thing. And let's see what the smell. I could smell the roastiness, the chocolateness, and the frostiness of this is nice and frothy. The head, perfect. So let's see what this tastes like. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, Alex. Oh, we got a good drink here. What are you getting out of that?
Michael's right. That is a very tasty beer. The first thing I get, a little bit of creaminess. I think I can get that right. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. It's definitely a little creamy. A little bit of creaminess. That's exactly what I like. And this is not a nitro beer, I don't think, right, Michael?
Not.
So, I mean, even if it's not a nitro beer, it doesn't matter. They could still have some creaminess into it. The first thing I taste is like a dark, roasty, kind of like a coffee kind of chocolate beer. I would think. This is the first time I actually had this one. It's very that is very tasty. Like I said, and it has a little bit of burn in the chest. Not too bad though. Perfect.
That's 10% in it.
Yes. So it has a nice little burn to the chest, but it's not too bad. Nice little roastiness. Nice little coffee kind of / chocolateness. It has a great little bitterness in the back of the throat. Not too bad. So, yeah. Very
Cool.
tasty.
Well, cheers to that.
So now I'm going to keep on sipping this, and I'm going to put everything back to normal.
Okay.
And I will put myself. All right, yeah. So go ahead, Michael. What do you think about it, my friend?
Okay, as you look at it, the head has receded. So
Right.
where you had it up to here, now it's down to just kind of like a more slim head, but it's holding up really well. And if you notice, the head retention is really good because as you swish your glass, the head keeps coming back and reorganizing, which is a sign of a quality beer. As I drink it, and it's still cold, but it is warming a little, the roastiness is actually getting more intense. And in this case, I think that's a good thing because the roastiness in a good imperial stout is one of its highlights. So that's a good thing. The coffee and the chocolate are still there, but they have been kind of overtaken a little bit by the roast. So the roast is probably combined with the coffee. So you're getting that stronger. The chocolate is more in the background, but it's also smooth, goes down pretty easy. And I am ready with my rating. I am going to give it an A 94.
Oh, good.
Sounds like a good beer that you'll get again.
I would buy this again if I saw it.
That's good.
It sounds like a good beer. Where did you get it from? Did you get it from one of your friends?
Food co-op, and they generally speaking have at least 2 different Central Waters beers, sometimes a third. But this one they had at the end of last year, and it has not returned. So I don't know. It's funny, amid this coronavirus, the beer selection has been more limited. So it must be not that they can't get it, just that the deliveries are kind of featuring more of the food that the people from the co-op are buying than the beer. So they have beer in the co-op, but the shelves are not as full as they were before all this stuff happened. Because I guess as a food co-op, you mainly have to deal with things people need to survive. And beer is a nice thing for us as an extra.
Right.
But we have to be aware that there are 17,000 co-op members, and a lot of the other supermarkets in the area have had runs on them. The food co-op's been busy too, but so they've probably cut back at least a little on their beer ordering. So the shelves, you can notice it when you go to shop. There's less available, but they're still there. It's not like it's empty. And this one, like I say, has not returned. There were a couple of other Central Waters beers there, which I did purchase another one, which I still have. And I don't know. I have enough personal beer selection that I'm okay for a while, so it doesn't matter.
Well, you've been collecting for beers for years, though, if I remember correctly.
I have stuff that I'm cellaring, and I have other stuff that I set up for my Thursday beer tastings, and the Thursday one coming up in early April could be in doubt because of what's going on. So whatever. I don't expect people to come to my house if they feel like they're going to be subject to catching the coronavirus. It's an individual decision, and we'll see what happens. But several of the people have already said they're not coming. So whatever it is, we'll see if it happens or not. Beer drinking is a nice avocation. You're not going to risk your life to do it.
Michael, I have a suggestion for you. You can always do it any other time as well. Once this virus is kind of calmed down or whatever, you can still have your beer share eventually at your house.
No, for sure. We do it, like I said, we do it the first Thursday of every month at 7:00, except in the summer when I'm at the beach club. That may be in doubt too, related to everything that's going on. But
I think it's a lot of stuff's going to be in doubt right now.
It's like I invite a whole large group of people. Some people, for whatever reason, can't come every month anyway. But this one, I'm getting a decided thing that more people can come based on what's going on. And I understand it. I'm not expecting people to do anything that they feel might undermine their health. And I understand.
And possibly give you bad health too.
No, that's true too. But like I was telling my daughter earlier, I spoke to her earlier today. I said we can, even during the beer tasting, keep a distance. We don't have to be on top of each other doing it. I have a big house. We can do it on the upper level and keep our distance from each other where we're not on top of each other. As long as people can describe what they're doing and give ratings, it's not like it would make it. It'll be a little bit harder because it's nice to be around a central table and be able to discuss. But if you can't and you have to be in different sections, that would still work. Now, admittedly, if it was a bigger group, it would be harder to manage. But I am already expecting, based on what I've seen, it's going to be a smaller group if it happens at all. I'm giving this a 94, and I would recommend anybody buying, so far from what I've had, any of the Central Waters beers.
Okay. Well, I'll ask all that crazy stuff later when I'm done. Not the beer stuff, but the Corona stuff. Because this is a Stout Sunday. This is not Corona Sunday.
No, it just seems like it's still affecting.
Well, it's going to affect everything.
We are. That's all. That's the only reason I mentioned it.
Oh, it's going to affect everything. Trust me. It's already done.
It's already affecting everything.
Yeah. It's already taken care of that. So, Jeremy, what do you think about your beer, my friend?
Again, I'm drinking Left Hand peanut butter milk stout. You gotta have the date, guys. Best by 8/19/2020. So that's pretty good. I don't know if you can see
fresh
that.
Beer.
Yep. So it's pretty fresh. Anyway, as I'm sipping on it more and more, it's really good. Could have been a little bit sweeter to me, just a little bit more.
Okay.
Just for me. But I'm still giving it a 93.
But you would think, I mean, when you first drank the beer, you would have thought that it would be sweet because it's a peanut butter stout. You would think that a peanut butter cup stout, but
it's sweet, but to me it could be a little more. Because you're getting more of the I'm getting more of the salty peanuts taste. Like that's why I said peanut brittle. You get the salty,
right? But does it say salt?
You
Does it say salt on the can?
I'm not sure on that, Alex. Here's what it says on here: Rocky Mountain water.
Okay.
Malted barley, lactose, which they add lactose for sweetness. Flaked oats, peanuts, hops, and yeast. So it doesn't say much about salt. But I'm getting a little bit. It's not like a Goza type salt in a beer, but it's just like a little bit. Like how peanuts are, salted peanuts.
They're supposed to be salted, yes.
It's kind of got a little bit of salty flavor to me.
Well, it seems like you're enjoying it. It looks like you'll get it again.
I give it a 93. I don't know if that's pretty much A minus. Maybe.
That's still an A, I think, in mine. A minus to me is more like a 91.
Yeah.
Alex, is there anybody else on the chat?
There's a bunch of people in chat.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of people in the chat. Everybody.
You want me to read any of it, or
You
Go
can
ahead, Jeremy, please. Yes.
touch with them, read some of them.
Because it's only fair to talk to them. Because as I said,
Yeah.
that's my rule now. I talk to the chat instead of being rude. Because sometimes you get not trying to be rude. It's just sometimes everybody's fault of this. You get in these conversations and you forget about the chat, even though it's in front of your face. So,
right?
go ahead, Jeremy.
No. I'm. Go ahead. You do your. You want to go ahead and do your review first, or you want?
Oh yeah, sure.
You can do it, Alex. You can go.
This is pretty good. I'm gonna get it again. As Michael has said, this is a very delicious beer. But I want your opinion, Michael. Do you think it's creamy? Because I think it has a little bit of creaminess to it, at least in my opinion. I don't know when the last time you drank this beer, but
I remember it being creamy, but there's a difference in the creaminess if it was nitro, because then it's the way it's made that makes it creamy. This way, you just have creaminess in the brewing process, just the way they put it together. It's just,
that's what this is. It's only creamy because of the brewing process. Okay, in this one, okay.
Right. Most beers are brewed with carbon dioxide.
Oh,
Ones that are not nitrogen.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also smell now. I can smell chocolate, but I can smell the alcohol a little bit too, Michael. I don't know if you experienced that when you smelled it.
You're smelling the 10%, so it's
you're getting to the bottom of it.
not unusual that you can get it in the nose a little bit.
Okay, that's why. Okay, but I'm gonna give this beer because I'll get it again. And Michael is correct. This is a good beer. I'll get this a 95, a 95 or 96.
That's good.
Very flavorful beer. I would get it again. I mean, hey, that's perfect. I got this for Christmas a couple 2 or 3 months ago, and again, Stout. Yes, I know you're gonna ball bust me now, Jeremy. It's the Christmas beers again, but the good news is, the good news is that it's they're stout beers and not beers that are lesser alcohol, which they were nasty when I drank. I mean, they were good, the Christmas beers I drank last year, but they weren't like the beers the year before when I aged them, because the year before it was they were stouts, so they were delish. But the beers of this past year, they weren't.
Right. Christmas beers, you gotta drink all of them before the next Christmas hits.
Yeah, but I don't care. I mean, if it's an IPA, that's why I learned my lesson. If they're IPAs, they shouldn't, or any other beer, unless it's a stout, it has to be a stout or a porter. I don't give a crap as long as it's those beers. But other than that,
right.
Any other beer that's not a stout or a porter, you better drink them quick, because if not, it's going to be nasty. I agree.
Yeah.
You should always drink your IPAs fresh, because the hop fade happens fairly quickly. Depends on what it is, but it happens fairly quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And they sometimes turn into malt bombs. And so, like John Anilli likes malty beers, so he likes those better than most. But you're not drinking what they intended if you wait and let those beers, sit around.
Right, unless you like the malty version of that beer, and you can age it. Otherwise, you're like you just said, it doesn't taste like the brewer wants you to drink it as. That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty smart, Michael.
We just try. Like, I got, when my cousin sent me all those beers from North Carolina, I was trying to drink the IPAs first. Some had dates on them and some didn't. Now, for the most part, and I've been pretty lucky, the beers have been okay. There's been some hop fade in a few of the beers, but they've still been drinkable. They haven't been maybe as good as they were if you had them 3 months ago or whatever. But again, he was probably saving all these beers for a long time before he put them together, and he wasn't taking into account IPA versus Goza versus Kolsch versus Stout versus all the different beer varieties, because he's not a heavy beer drinker. He's more just somebody who wanted to be nice to his cousin, which was terrific. I mean, When I got this box, I couldn't believe it. I think I've mentioned it was like $54 in postage plus
Holy crap.
plus the price that he paid to buy all the beer. So it was a really wonderful Christmas / birthday / whatever, all in one. And I'm going to keep drinking it and keep enjoying it.
Now, did your cousin ever send you beers before, or this was the first time for you?
Another time when he stayed over, he was here once for some kind of family thing, and he stayed over my house. He sent me beers. But at that stage, I don't think he realized that North Carolina was such a good brewing state. So he just sent me general stuff, and it was much less. And this was like he collected these, especially, and one of them was from Westbrook, which is from South Carolina.
Oh yeah.
The other ones were all from North Carolina. So, and I'm finding too that the freshest ones of his beers were the ones that were bought near where he lives. He lives in Winston-Salem, which is near Greensboro. Right. So the ones that have come from there, and that's probably maybe half of all the beers that he sent me were from the area he's in. It seems like the ones that were further away, and I don't know if those are from trips he took where he collected those or he got them from other people. I don't know how he got the beers. But whatever, some of the other ones have been less fresh. But the IPAs are the only ones that I noticed had any kind of hop fade. And, nothing has been undrinkable. I have not had any drain pours where I've had to get rid of it. They just were not as good as they would have been. And I maybe to a small extent, maybe a little bit of a carbonation issue, which is something else you can sometimes get in cans if they're kept too long. Some of it was dated and was over a year old, and it still wasn't bad. So you can't tell. Some beer holds up better than others.
Yeah, because I drank 2 beers last night, other than the one that Bumpy gave me. I drank 2 beers, and they were nasty. I'm not getting that beer again because,
what type were they? What style were they? Do you remember?
Darn, I don't remember. I don't have it on Instagram either, too. I wish I did.
Okay. Were they stouts or were they something?
No, they were citrus IPA or something like that from Iron. I think it's from Iron Horse. I think
Iron Horse.
I think.
Okay.
Was it Iron Heel?
No, I think it's Iron. I think it was Iron Horse. That's what I think. I'm not sure.
Where were they out of?
Well, if Bumpy brought them, maybe they were out of New Hampshire.
No, they weren't from Bumpy because that was when me and Bumpy went shopping. I got those beers, and he got the same beers, and there was no date on them at all, not a date at all.
Where was it at? Was that when you
we got the beers from Canals because I like these Canal stores. Discount liquor. It's a very good store. I like the store. I think I've never experienced any bad beer. So from them, but again, you got to realize they are discount store. It's a discount store. But at the same time, though, if there's dark beers, it won't bother me because the dark beers will still be delicious because they're higher ABV, and so you can age them for me, and then I can take them home and then age them again. But the IPAs, I guess they were just out of their date, or they were almost out of date. But they were that beer was nasty, and I'm not getting that again. Maybe if I get it fresh, but the problem is they didn't have a date either. So I don't know.
All right.
Like our pal in Virginia says, if it doesn't have the correct date, I downgrade it.
Hold on here. Somebody else is joined.
Hey,
oh my goodness.
Shane,
what is up, my friend?
What's up, man?
I'm gonna beer you.
You got the same thing. All right. Do the review. We're gonna watch this.
All right, go ahead. I'm gonna put you on.
Shane,
hey guys, I haven't been on in a while. I experience lag like every time. I got to figure out what's going on with this my computer. I'm sitting like 2 feet away from my Wi-Fi tower here. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not, but whenever y'all
I
talk,
can hear you.
it's like
good. You're coming in good.
Yeah, when y'all, man, it sounds like auto tune. When you guys talk, it's like,
hey, maybe,
I can't hardly understand it, but I haven't been on much.
Maybe I sound better now.
I don't know. Jeremy, would that be my computer? Maybe something's going on.
Have you
Because of
restarted
that.
your stuff lately? Have you restarted all your modem and everything?
No. Restart my modem?
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't. No, it hasn't. It's been a while, probably.
No,
I
but
can't
you
remember.
sound fine to me.
I would
sound-
try that first, and then have you done a speed test to see what speed you're getting?
I can't understand what you're saying, Jeremy. This is
Have you-
frustrating.
It's funny, Shane. You're coming in really clear.
You're coming in. Go ahead and do you're coming in clear. Just go ahead and do your review then. You're coming in clear. Just go ahead and do your
It's
review.
horrible.
Do your review, Shane. Go ahead.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I can hear you.
I can't understand a word you're saying, man. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna get off here so I'm not interrupting you guys because I can't
No.
understand anything. There's
Go
an
ahead and
issue on my end, but
Go ahead and do-
I'll try to get back on sometime. I can't
Okay.
understand anything.
Try to reset your modem and come back.
Try to reset your modem and come back. Come back.
Yeah.
It's good seeing you guys. It's just this whole, I can't understand anything. It's just so choppy on my end. If you guys can hear me, you understand what I'm saying.
We can hear
Yeah.
you.
I mean,
We
Okay.
can hear you.
That's frustrating. It's on my end.
You're clear.
You're clear. We can hear you.
It's lagging so bad. It's lagging really, really bad.
You're not lagging from.
I'll talk to you guys later, man.
Have you tried a different
Cheers.
browser? Have you tried a different browser?
I can't. What'd you say, Jeremy?
Have you tried a different browser?
I'm using Google Chrome right now. Should I use a different one, like Internet Explorer? Or?
You might could try it and see if it's Chrome messing you up. You never know.
Yeah. Okay. I could understand what you just said, that one sentence, but then it started chopping up again. Y'all know what I'm talking about. How it's,
Yeah.
That's what's happening every time I try to get on. That's why I haven't been on as much. I'm still here. I'm still seeing you guys on, but anyway.
You could actually do the
I'm
review.
trying to get on. I'll try a few things more than I don't know what's going on. I may just need to restart my computer. Is there some sort of I don't know if there's like diagnostics I can run is what they used to call it, where or is that a restart? I guess I really am computer illiterate on terms like that.
Yeah, I'll send you some information.
Can you review your beer?
We can hear you.
I guess
I wish he would. He just can't hear us telling him.
I understand. The thing that's funny is he could do his review and it wouldn't make any difference.
Yeah, let
except
me tell him that.
he can't hear feedback from us.
Message him back. Tell him to come in.
Yeah. And just
And
do
then-
his review.
Yeah, that's all.
I can go on the IMG thing and tell him to come back.
Yes, awesome, Michael. Awesome, brother. Keep up the good work. Is he even on the? Oh yeah, he probably is. He has to be because I sent him the link. I'm a good. This way he can be on here. I mean, that's gonna be. He's gonna be the first time. It's gonna be the first time he's been on my stream because he's normally on John's stream. Well, no, he hasn't been on John's streams in a while either, but he used to be.
Yeah, Shane's been on mine.
Wild Card Wednesday too.
Shane's been on one of my live 1 or 2 times, maybe. It's rare to get him on, and it's great to have him on.
Yeah, but the reason why he hasn't been around is because of his situation there. I can hear him clearly just as much as you guys. So
Jeremy, after this coronavirus thing is over, you and Shane have to hook up for some kind of beer get together. Since
I know.
You're only about an hour apart.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing. We haven't actually met.
And you should go to visit him because supposedly he has a tremendous.
oh, don't get me wrong, Michael. He has multiple beers. You've seen beers behind him. There's multiple boxes behind him. I mean, literally.
He has a collection, is what he says.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. He has a collection.
Let me read some of the chat here.
Go ahead, Jeremy. Go ahead, bud. Go ahead.
And then we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. First
Go ahead.
off, we got John and Ellie's in here. He's in Brian, Thrash Metal, Homebrews, and Barbecue. Hope he's doing good. He said hi. John Nilly said Satin Solitude. That was one of Tyler's favorites. I'd love to try that one, Jeremy. Okay. And Collector Beard Allen's here. He said, cheers, fellas. John Nilly says, I disagree with Ron Terrio about the artificial peanut butter taste in these type of beers, Jeremy. I think they're quite tasty. Well, this one's supposed to use real peanut butter, but saying it is. So you gotta, you know, I don't know. They may be using artificial stuff. Rounded Rob says stouts already. Collector Beard says cheers, Rob. Everybody's saying cheers. Let's see. It's peanut butter jelly time, says John Nelly.
There is a beer called Peanut Butter Jelly Time. John's not joking. I think there is a beer called that.
That's what he's drinking? Okay.
I don't know if that's what he's drinking, but I know if that's a beer. I think that was a beer at one point.
I invited Drunken One to come, but I think he must have tied one on last night.
I hear you. We've all been there before.
We have to understand that the next day sometimes comes quickly.
All right.
Michael, he obviously, Shane responded, I'm sorry, guys, or something like that. This is very frustrating, but he could just come on and he can do his review.
That's what I told him.
See, you know what the problem is? He thinks because he can't hear us, we can't hear him. He came in as good as anybody has been doing this. He doesn't understand it.
That's true. We can hear him just fine. I can hear him clear as day.
Right.
He can't hear us when
I was trying to tell him in the chat here.
He said that the computer finally kicked him off the broadcast. He didn't leave voluntarily; it kicked him off. That's what he said back to me.
John Nilly says, "I need to try the black chocolate stout. I'm sure I'd love it, Alex." I told him,
Johnny boy. Yeah, I would like to see this on your channel. That will be freaking sweet as anything because this is a delicious beer. I'm guessing you can get Brooklyn beers. I'm assuming because you know.
He definitely can. Now I know he gets their core stuff, and that probably is something that's pretty core to Brooklyn Brewing.
John was saying that's some sexy glass lacing, Michael. So he
it's holding up.
It is.
I mean, you know, the beer is not holding up.
What is up, Michael? Oh, not Michael. What is up? Middle Fruit, not Michael, because you're on here, Michael.
Oh, yeah.
Losing my mind. Middle Fruit. What is up, my friend?
Salomon Sal says cheers. Everybody says cheers. Rounded Rob says cheers. Cheers, everyone, said John Nelly. It's strange. I didn't see any other comments until now. I had to back out of the chat and reopen it. I thought I was the only one commenting. I've had that happen before, too. Interesting. So your beer is an actual peanut butter beer, Jeremy. It is an artificial flavoring. Well, that's what it says on this. It says peanuts. So it doesn't. I don't know if you can see that or not.
I see it. See, I think Jay's done at least two of that. He did that one. He did another one, and one of them was more artificial. Maybe he said that one was artificial too.
Yeah,
I remember. I think he did that last week though. Last Sunday is when he did it. I think.
Right. Yeah, he did. I was gonna join. I didn't even know that Alex was gonna do the deal, so I was late.
Alex ended up replacing John, and I guess everybody didn't know what was happening with that until the last minute.
I did say last Sunday. I'm doing next Sunday's.
I forgot, Alex. I got some.
Jeremy knew about today last week.
John, no.
I hit you up today on the IM thing too, telling you that it was happening too, just so you
right.
know.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure I wasn't sure if I was going to do it, but I said to myself, "No, I'm going to do it because I really enjoy doing this stuff Sundays. I actually have a playlist, so whenever Legendary Johnny Boy obviously takes off, I could do stuff Sunday. And if I don't want to do it, I have another YouTube friend named Eric that will do it. So that's also a plus as well. So Eric Thomas Metal 75. So that's another thing.
Metal probably busy doing something else. I asked him if he was interested today too. He's probably busy doing something.
Oh yeah, he joined last time.
Actually, last week, Jeremy, you probably watched it. We had 6 people, so we filled the thing with eventually full. It didn't start out with 6, but we got to 6. And
Well,
we
we'd have 4
yeah,
if Shane could have stuck around.
we got half the number this week, and Shane wanted to come on.
Yeah.
I guess, his computer did not allow him to participate, which is sad because he realized that he was coming in clearly. He could have reviewed the beer, and we just wouldn't have had feedback to talk to him, but at least everybody would have gotten. I guess on my list, I'm going to give Shane credit for appearing, even though he wasn't you.
But Michael, I have a Google Chromebook. So if he has the same thing, he shouldn't have a problem.
But it depends what his system is. Sometimes it's the way the system is set up. It's not, and we're not sure, Jeremy. It is the Google Chrome. It could be something else. And that's why
it could be just his connection.
He should reboot it, because sometimes just rebooting it resets it, and then it's fine. So that's what he should do. But I had noticed he hadn't been appearing in any of these things, and I didn't know why. But now we do.
Right.
He was having computer problems, which is
he waits until obviously I sent everybody the link last time. I'm surprised he didn't join, but now he tried to join this time. I guess he figured it was cool. Alex the Beer Master took over Stout Sunday. Wow.
There you go, Alex.
No, I did not take over Stout Sunday. I'm subbing for Johnny Boy. Johnny Boy will be back, as far as I know.
He'll be back Sunday, and he says he's going to try to come to Malty Monday on Bumpy's channel, and he's going to try to come to Wildcard Wednesday as well.
No, he shouldn't have a problem, because Johnny Boy will be home unless he runs out of beer.
He's actually still working. He's a physical therapist. He's still seeing patients, so which is a good thing.
Well, because I was really, and I don't want to get too political, because obviously it's Stout Sunday now, but I always was thinking that when all this stuff happened, I thought people were getting their rights taken away. That's what I thought, and I still do somewhat, but
getting their what now?
My only point would be, when it actually reaches a crisis, then people's rights. I'm not saying they have to be taken away, but you have to remember that the health of the country becomes important after that. And we don't want people, making physical contact, even if they don't have the disease, they can be carrying it. And,
that's true. Just because you don't have the disease, you still might have the disease in your body, even though you're not.
You can be transmitting it, even though you don't have any symptoms or whatever.
Right. You may not show symptoms, but that doesn't mean you do not have the disease. You might not have the disease yourself, but you still might be a carrier, as I've said before.
Right. So, and that's why right now in New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, it's all basically people are supposed to stay at home. That's the way, those 3 states are handling it. And pretty much my wife and I have been staying at home in the last we go out to get groceries in the neighborhood. That's about it. And other than that,
but I can still go out and get beer and stuff like that. I just need
as long as you try not to get into groups of people where you're getting really close.
Well, if it's a group, I'm not going to go in there, because again, I want to make sure people's lives are safe.
Right. You just have to be careful, and you have to be smart. As long as you're careful and smart, everything.
Because if you're not being smart about it, you know what's going to happen. This is what I've heard. I don't know if it's true, but you could possibly be charged for it.
I don't even think we have to worry about this being a crime. It's that people have to have the common decency to protect their fellow citizen and be careful not to transmit. And even if you're a carrier, you want to keep it to yourself, kind of thing.
Right, but you don't even. But the thing is, Michael, you don't even know you're a carrier.
Well, there are people who've actually been tested for it, been positive, and they're still asymptomatic, where they haven't had any of the thing. But I think they've decided now. The new policy now here is they're only going to test you if you have the symptoms which are the most dangerous. Because you think about it, if they find out you have it and you don't have any symptoms, they're going to do the same thing and just tell you to go to your house and just wait. So why waste the test when you don't have enough anyway?
Right. Because they need to get more tests for sure.
The only test that's going to basically tell you that you're not going to have the symptoms. It's just going to tell you, oh, you have it, but you don't have the symptoms. Basically, it's telling you you're a carrier. So basically, it's a waste of time
and a waste of tests, which are short. They also are short of masks and gowns and all the other protective equipment for the
PPE,
the nurses, the people who are going to give you the test. So,
ventilators.
No sense getting into politics as far as the way it's being done, but on a person-to-person level, we have to be careful. We have to police ourselves, and we have to make sure that we're not spreading it. And that's the key.
Now, I want to ask you something, and I hate when this is the end of Stout Sunday and it ends up being a thing. But I'm just curious. But do you think it'll ever be martial law? Obviously, the president has to do that. But
no. But again, nothing. You never know until it happens. But I don't think so. But you never know. There was martial law in the one in 1918. There was a big flu outbreak in 1918. Of course, the difference then is the system is much less advanced in our medical knowledge and whatever. They did declare martial law in that one. That one had many more deaths than we've ever seen before. But again, it was a different time. We're talking about over 100 years ago. And I don't think so, Alex, but anything's possible.
I think the reason why they did, I didn't know about this until now, Michael. But I think the reason why they did martial law then is because people were dying right off the bat. The day you get the flu, the end of the day, you're already passed on. That's what I heard from what's his name? Kevin. That's what he told me, Kevin from UK.
That was a very bad outbreak, and that was also international. That was just
This is international now too, Michael.
This is international too. That was also a pandemic. This is also. I guess we just have to wait it out and hope that the measures of keeping people separate will slow the spread of the disease.
And then hoping by the summer things will. Most
people who get it have mild symptoms and just get over it. The problem is the few that it gets into their lungs. I know there are 60 dead in New York already, and Italy is really bad.
They had like 800 people die yesterday.
Just yesterday. So, and what they're saying, theirs hasn't even peaked yet. So it's scary. You could lose big swaths of the population, and they don't have enough respirators there either. So it's a very sad thing. But if we could get less people who are affected by it, I think in the general population, we'll do better over time. But you're at an advantage, Jeremy, because at least in Arkansas, the people are more spread out.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm in a metropolitan area. I'm in a metropolitan area where there probably are, just in my neighborhood, there might be 300,000 people just in the neighborhood that I live in.
Wow.
And Brooklyn has 4 million people in it, but it's Brooklyn spread out. Brooklyn, I tried to decide the area of Brooklyn. Brooklyn is probably bigger than Little Rock in area, to give you an idea. The city of Little Rock, I'm sure with the suburbs, Little Rock is bigger, but just to give you an idea. But Brooklyn is a series of like about 30 different neighborhoods. And I'm south of Park Slope. Shane,
Michael, the legendary Shane is here.
Good now.
Yeah, I can hear you better. I'm on my phone this time.
Finally,
Shane, we want you to do your review so I can put it in my book.
Go ahead, my friend. It's your turn, brother.
Never had this one before. It's the.
Can you present him?
Oh, sure.
He's ready.
Left-hand peanut butter milk stout. I've seen. I watched Jay's video this morning. He did this beer.
That's what I had today.
Jeremy did that today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's just hitting the state. Left hand and Cigar City just came to Arkansas just recently. Last few weeks. And sorry with all this, man. I don't know what is going to. Ooh.
Hey, Shane, you're okay in my book. You're my friend. You're golden.
Yeah.
We all get our days.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and pour this since, I think you guys are all familiar with this. The information you see on the can says 6% and 25 IBUs. It's a rich milk chocolate nuts team up with peanut buttery perfection for a deliciously dark duo. Man, I love some Reese's peanut butter cups, so I'm hoping this is going to be nice. I haven't heard what Jeremy. I didn't get to hear what you said about it at all, so we'll see how it goes.
See what your opinion is, my friend.
Cheers.
Cheers. We'll get this thing poured real quick.
I have a bunch of those Shane Samuel Smith glasses also that you're drinking.
Oh, yeah. Man, my wife loves this glass too, and we both use this, but she probably uses it more than I do. She really likes typically use this one, or she uses my Sovereign beer glass that Greg Puckett, you're familiar with him in his videos.
I'm very familiar with him.
Yeah.
Gotta have the date, guys.
Make sure that date is correct, or else.
Yeah, don't even look at the beer until you get the date. What's the date on that?
The date on this?
Forget the beer. The other beer out. We gotta have the date.
That's by 10/21. Is that the same as yours?
Jeremy's was less August.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got mine a while back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just picked this up. I picked up like 3.5 cases the other day of fresh beer. I've got.
Did you get the variety pack? Have you found that one?
No, I did see that, but I didn't pick that up. I've been eyeballing this peanut butter one for a while because, man, like I said,
yeah,
I like peanut butter chocolate.
Yeah.
My favorite kind of fudge. My name's Fudge, so I make some pretty good fudge. Obviously, you better.
Yeah.
Wow, Shane, I might have to check out your fudge one day. That sounds pretty good.
Oh man, this smells so good. The peanut butter is really popping off of this, isn't it?
Yeah.
And milk chocolate, you can definitely get the milk. I mean, it delivers on the smell what the can says. Peanut butter milk stout. It smells like a glass full of Reese's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, I love it. I love the smell of it. I hope it has a really small head, not even a finger of head on it. It's pretty dark actually for 6%. You see a little bit of. I'm looking through the light. On the bottom, you see a little bit of light coming through, but it's pretty dark actually. Like it's got some body to it. I like it.
Shane, I've noticed you're in a different spot there. You don't have your famous boxes behind you.
Oh, I'm just sitting here at a temporary table right now. But there's my box.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
It's a little wider. You haven't seen that angle before. I can.
Yeah, I'm just used to you sitting behind your boxes, in front of your boxes.
Hey, you can kind of stand up like. I'm gonna have to take a sip of this, man.
Cheers.
Cheers, my friend.
I run out of beer, but cheers.
Yeah, I already finished mine.
Yeah, I'm done beer too.
That's really nice. The peanut butter definitely comes through. I think that's the star of the show on this beer, obviously. Nice nuttiness and some nice roasted malts in this too. That's a tasty beer, man. 6%. Drink a lot of those and not realize it.
Now, according to Jeremy, on his version of that beer, he said it's salty. Does it taste salty to you?
I can get a little bit of, I could see that. On
like salted peanuts.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking more like brittle, peanut butter brittle. It tastes like to me for some reason.
Yeah, I can see that too. Mm-hmm.
I don't know why.
Oh, yeah. Man,
I got more of that than the Reese's kind of flavor. I don't know why.
This is a dessert beer for sure.
Yeah.
But you taste more of the peanut butter than the salt, though, right?
I get a lot of peanut butter in it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But with peanuts, you kind of get saltiness kind of comes hand in hand with peanuts.
Right. I thought it was a real good peanut butter brittle. That's what it tastes like to me.
Yeah, it's good. Like a chocolate covered peanut brittle. You ever seen that?
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. It's awesome.
Well, they definitely are going for that. I mean, you can see the peanut butter cups right there.
Right.
Not going, hey, we need some money off this beer can.
Seasonal too, though, so you can't get it year round.
Darn it, Jeremy. I'm not able to get it then.
You don't get left hand, Alex?
Oh no, I get left hand because I've drank the left hand Milk stout. That's delish.
Yeah,
Oh,
nitro.
The
The nitro. There you go. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Delish.
That's a good beer, man. I would buy that again. It's I think it's a pretty fair assessment. Instead of giving a grade always, if you would buy it again or not.
Yeah.
It comes down to it doesn't matter. It's subjective to give a score, but I know Michael, you're big on scores, and I'm not saying that's wrong. I definitely would think about scores and stuff too, but will you ultimately buy it again or not? That's
Right.
It's a good beer because there's so many different beers out there, guys, that as well as I do. You see something new like every time you go into the store. So there's a lot to try. And
Yes.
beer nerds like us, we bounce from beer to beer. I'm not loyal to many beers. I'm loyal to breweries like Lost 40. I do buy a lot of Lost 40.
Mm-hmm.
Like half the beer of the 3.5 cases I stocked up on the other day. It was probably I drove through Lost 40 in the parking lot. They had a little drive, like roped off where you could get beers outside of the brewery and you could order food. So they're trying to stay afloat there. And other people were driving through and they were picking up fresh beer right there. I think you might want to keep doing this even after all this blows over. You might want to drive through. They're doing that with restaurants around here in Arkansas too. You can drive through and not only pick up food, but they're allowing you can get wine and beer like you would normally.
I mean, as long as you're not, as according to Michael and everybody here, as long as you're not in front of everybody, like literally really close to everybody, then you're okay to go and get
especially if you're just driving up in your car and there's no one else really nearby you. It's pretty safe in this environment that we're in. I think to do that still. But anyway, I didn't want to talking about that. I went that way with beer talk, but
we're not.
You're supporting your local.
We're not going to tell you Jeremy's score. What do you rate it?
Yeah, we're not going to tell you. You have to figure.
Man, I'd probably give this an A. Maybe on the bottom side of maybe about a 93.
That's what
that's exactly what I gave it. That's great. Yeah.
Congratulations there, Shane.
I think it could have been a little sweeter to me. I mean, it could have had a little more of a
little bit.
That's
as I've said before, it should be sweeter because it's based off of peanut butter as well. Peanut butter cup. You know what I mean? So it should be
good. I mean, I've had a few peanut butter beers. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head what all they were, but
this is one of the better ones I've had, though.
Yeah,
peanut butter.
It is. I think they got what they were going for here. But it'd be interesting. Maybe ramp up the malts in a little bit and give it a little more body.
I have a suggestion. If you get one of those beers, maybe a couple cans, and put them in one of those boxes and wait a year. I don't know about the ABV. I don't know how strong it is, but
6%. That I don't think I would necessarily age this one. That's 7.5. I try to stay at least 7.
All right, then never mind. Then that wouldn't be good because a 6% wouldn't. No, it wouldn't be good.
Yeah.
Then.
The adjuncts in it, if it's got chocolate, the peanut butter would fade in it too. A lot of times, any adjuncts they act like hops when you age beer, and so beers that are not hoppy, unless you want to turn like a double IPA into a barley wine.
Right, that's true.
Got some of that stuff going on over here too with some hop slam. I've got like a 6-year-old hop slam over here, and a few years after that, I don't know when I'll ever drink that. I mean, I can't drink 5 hop slams.
A malt feast, as they say.
What's that?
Right.
It's going to be a malt feast. When you have beer, it's going to be more malty than hoppy, but it might still be good because that's a beer that's made with honey. So maybe that'll actually regulate out pretty well. You might be surprised.
Yeah, it definitely changed the beer for sure. Aging that does that,
Right.
I mean, because I'm assuming most of those boxes are mostly stouts that are strong beers, like 11%, 12%.
Yeah, there's I've got a lot of Bigfoot aging over here from several years, all the way back to 2010.
Nice.
I've got a lot of, like barrel aged stouts, imperial stouts. That's what a lot of these are. I've got some just regular imperial stouts. I've got a few sours. We've been kind of hitting the sours out of this a little bit over the last
I love
couple
sours.
weeks. Yeah, my wife likes sours. She doesn't necessarily like as many barrel aged stouts, so it's just like me. They're drinking in there's big bottles I've had for a while, bombers and stuff. But I do have a lot of 12-ounce bottles, like I said. I've got a lot of KBS, years of.
I hope you have some CBS in there.
I have some CBS in there. I've got some Matter Familiar, some MILF, several years of,
Wow. That's some
it's
good
not
stuff.
all bombers. There are a lot, I do have some, like I said, 12-ounce bottles and cans that are sitting there aging. Just some of the stuff I haven't, looked at in these boxes in a while and I forget about it. I have this, But I have been starting to tap into some of these a little bit here lately. It's time. I've been aging some of this stuff for a real long time. 5 years. A lot of it's had at least 5 years aging on it. It's been all the way up to the oldest I have is those two Bigfoots. Like I said, I found those in New Orleans at Stein's Deli. Jay, he's talked about Stein's Deli.
What is up, Whiskey Scout, my friend? I see you on the chat.
But
Hey, Whiskey. So
found those down there sitting on the shelf, the 2010 Bigfoots, and I was like, snag! I've got both of those, and he only charged me like $250.
That's great.
But anyway, yeah, man. I heard y'all talking a little bit a while ago. Definitely, when this all blows over, we should find time to drink some beer together. I got a lot of beers that need to be shared. I won't be able to.
maybe play.
Shane,
too.
if you ever, I have to give you my address, obviously, in due time, but if you ever want to send me beer, I'll try all your beers. I don't care. I will never have a problem. I will drink them because I like aged beer anyway. As you know, I'm weird like that. So you be golden. I'm not saying the beers you have, but I'm saying if you ever want to do that, just let me know. And
Well,
Alex.
I've here a while back. I sent a bunch of beers to a person, and I swore I probably would never do it again because
well, I know.
I don't usually find out.
Somebody previously mentioned, as they say. Somebody.
Yeah, I think I know who that is, but I don't want to say the name.
Okay.
But it's all good. It's all right.
It's okay.
But either way, though, trust me, Shane, I like aged beers, so I'm golden. I don't care because there'll be dark beers. They'll be delicious either way. I'm not gonna have a problem. I'll probably give them like a freaking 90 or 100 because I love these dark, delicious beers.
Alex will drink them any day. He drinks Christmas beer from 30 years ago.
But don't get me wrong, Shane. You ain't gonna have a problem with me because I'm gonna enjoy every beer.
If they get outdated, send them to Alex.
No, because they're all stout beers anyway. They're gonna be delicious.
Yeah, all these, like I said, I've got some like Hop Slam, a few little cans and bottles. I have a bottle of, that's the oldest Hop Slam I have. The last year they had the bottles. That's probably about a 6-year-old bottle by now. But I wanna pop it. Just let them sit there. I just experiment. I don't have any plans really.
You might be pleasantly surprised with that, though, because it's honey. It's a honey beer. It's going to counter it pretty well. And you like malty stuff. You're not an anti-malty beer, so you probably like it.
Yeah, I've drank, Hop Slams that are about a year old before, and they're like, man, that's a pretty good barley wine, actually. Is what it turns.
It settles out a little bit. It's different than what they intended, but still, you're getting a good experience from it anyway. It's not like it's, automatically. I was going to mention on the East Coast, in Baltimore, there's a company called Law, and they make something called Sweet Baby Jesus, and that is a similar percentage to what you had, about a 6% beer, and it's very similar. That was more peanut butter cup than the way you're describing the peanut brittle, but it was also, I don't know, did you get to Claw in Arkansas?
Yeah, we did here a while back. It was like a one-time release or something. For some reason, they shipped beer that, 2-3 different breweries sent beer here. Jeremy, you probably saw it show up.
Oh, yeah, I drank that and the Dirty Little Freak, I think, is the other one I bought.
Yeah.
From the club.
I just picked up the peanut butter one, definitely, because like I said, I'm a fan of peanut butter and chocolate.
Did you like that one, Shane? Did you like it?
Yeah, I did. I liked it just as well as this one. I think this one may be a little bit better than that one.
I actually think that too, actually. I like the actually
I've never had the left-hand one yet. The co-op does handle left-hand, but again, like I was saying earlier, because of our latest, coronavirus thing, the co-op has been stocking less beer and more food. So we'll have to watch what happens and how it develops over time. But like Shane, I'm well supplied here too, so I'm not going to run out of beer anytime soon. And I'm cellaring stuff also. And I have some.
And Michael, and knowing you, my friend, you probably go to the store and buy more beer anyway, so you're never going to run out, my friend.
I will always. It's part of life.
Yeah. Now, let me ask Michael a quick question. Now, if times got really hard, would you start drinking Budweiser?
No.
I'm sorry I had to ask it.
It better be really hard to the point that you can't get craft beer. Then I think Michael might drink it. Otherwise, he ain't going to drink not one drop of Budweiser.
I will not drink any mango beers either, no matter how bad it gets. No mango.
But what would you drink, Michael? What would you drink if it ever happened? And I hope it never does.
I have to find craft somewhere. Otherwise, I'm not bothering. I'll drink wine instead.
That's craft. You're right.
My wife is a big wine person. She has plenty of that upstairs. I like wine too. I mean, I can.
Michael, what do you have? Like you guys asked what I had selling a lot. What do you?
I have a lot of the Goose Island stuff. A lot of the bourbon barrel. Stuff that I'm trying to age, and it's all since the problem they had. Remember, they had the problem where they had to return it because some of it soured, and they took some of it back. So all the stuff I have is pasteurized, and you can't keep it as long as maybe you kept it before, but you still probably can keep it for a couple of years. I think the oldest one I have is I have a 16, which is going on 4 years. I have a 17, 18. I wish I had some Bigfoot. I don't have any of that. I wish I did have some. What else do I have that I'm stuff?
Legendary Michael, do you have this somewhere in your house? I hope.
Not a specific one, but I do have a lot of Evil Twin cans that I do have here. Mm-hmm. But I'm not really cellaring them. I'm just waiting to drink them more than cellaring them.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm only cellaring this because I'm waiting for Johnny Boy to get one so we can review it. Otherwise, I wouldn't celler it. I have
a lot of Amagon stuff. I have a lot of stuff from Cooperstown, New York. Which is more Belgian kind of influence stuff, and that's all high alcohol too. So that'll keep for a really long time. They have.
What is Amagon? I never heard of that, Michael.
Belgian, and it's in where the Baseball Hall of Fame is in Cooperstown, upstate New York.
Nice.
They make mostly Belgian style beers, and they also made the stuff for Game of Thrones when that was on. Game of Thrones series.
They make beers based on
left. They make a lot of different beers. Triples. I don't know. They probably have some quads too, but it's triples and doubles, maybe some quads. I have several, and I don't know if you'd say I'm cellaring them. I haven't had the right opportunity to open one of those bottles either. Yeah. I have a lot of stuff. I have more now than I've ever had, for sure.
Michael, I think one day I'll never go to your house because obviously come to think of it, you're only 2 hours away. But
Alex is afraid of Audrey. That's the reason he's not going to come up.
Michael, you're awesome beans, just like Johnny Boy.
Audrey be at the door and she's going to go, Alex, the beer master, head back south to New Jersey.
His name is Alex.
I don't want Michael to be drinking beer until 2:00 in the afternoon or 10:00 in the morning.
By the way, it's almost 12 and she has not come out of the room yet. That's a good sign.
You're making it.
Is it possible she's still sleeping? I hope she's.
No, she usually does her emails and stuff after she gets up, so she doesn't come right out till she.
If we see the frying pan heading towards Michael's head, we know she's up.
I mean, several times I've had to mute it when we've been on, but other than that, it's been okay.
I think I've heard Michael's wife maybe once or twice when he didn't realize that
talking in the background is possible.
Yeah.
Certainly possible.
Yeah, because sometimes you don't mute it right away until you realize, oh, I'm not muted.
Yeah, for sure.
See, Alex sees everything. He's usually sober.
Shane, are you aware that Bumpy is now doing Malt Mondays?
He's doing that tomorrow.
Yeah, I've seen.
Jesse from New Hampshire. Every Monday, he does a survey.
Yep.
People vote on what style they want to get, and then he does that. I usually watch The Voice, which is a TV show on NBC, with my wife.
Yeah.
So I can't participate that day, but I watch the replay after.
Yeah, I've seen that pop up on YouTube.
So he does that, and we still have Wild Card Wednesday, which Jay hosts generally, and they do other stuff. Like sometimes on Thursday or Friday, they do general alcohol. It doesn't have to be beer; it can be hard alcohol or wine.
It's Wild Card Wednesday, and believe it or not, last Wild Card Wednesday I didn't join, but Alan actually did Wild Card Wednesday, and I've never seen Alan do that. That's the first time.
It was good. It was nice that he did it because Jay couldn't host because he was doing something else. I think he had
I hear you putting down.
and that's it. I generally do Wednesday and Sunday. Those are the two that I participate in.
I haven't. Yeah, like I was trying to say earlier, and I couldn't understand what you guys were saying. I'm on my iPhone now, and I thought you really couldn't do it this way. I heard it was not the best way to go about it, but I'd rather actually do it on my iPhone, honestly.
Shane, the thing that was weird is you were coming in perfectly. You sounded as good to us as we do, but you couldn't hear our feedback coming back. It was choppy.
Not at all.
He heard a little bit, but it was like
he was able to understand one line Jeremy said, but other than that, he couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, it was really choppy.
I went back and watched the replay for the. When I went off, it just suddenly dropped me off. So it's obviously my computer. Something going on with my computer or my Wi-Fi. Now I did try to reset it over here. I don't know if it's okay. It's back up running now, but my phone's running off of my cell phone provider's internet, so I have unlimited on it. And,
right.
It's just more convenient to use them. But if it's coming through loud and clear this way, just as well. That was weird because I watched the replay and then I could hear y'all on the replay just fine, and I could hear me just fine. But when I was going live, it was just chop, 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 chop. I couldn't understand anything y'all were saying.
Yeah, I heard you really clear as much as I hear you now. But
okay, well that's good to know. I can use my phone, and here I'm sitting in the house with nothing to do. I'll probably be able to get on here a little bit more.
When I used to try to use my phone when I was at the beach club where we are out in Rockaway, not too far from here, probably about 15 miles away, and I guess it was because of the service that I had on my cell phone there, I would get choppiness because of the cell phone service. But I guess it depends. You're home, so you're getting your full service in your house, so it's probably good, and that's the difference.
What are you drinking there, Jeremy?
Yeah, Jeremy, what are you drinking now?
I'm just drinking cheap stuff right now.
Is it macro?
Well, it's domestic. Yeah.
Okay, that's at least Mexican. I would say that's better macro than something.
Well, I mean, if we're not going to be doing stouts anymore, I think we can still hang out.
Okay, Alex, you can close it down if you want. That's fine.
Yeah, we're going to still hang out. I just want to.
Okay.
This is our Beer Master. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Shane. Thank you, Jeremy. So this is our Beer Master. I will see you all on the next live stream, next video. And John and Nelly will be back. So he'll be back on the regular schedule as far as I know, back to next Sunday. So Ton is back.
You did a great job. You did a great job, Alex.
And if John needs my help again, I will do this again because I really enjoy it. So until the next time I do a Stout Sunday, whenever that may be, I will see you all then. Other than that, you will see me Food Fridays and any other time. So it's Alex Beermaster. See you all on the next live stream and video. It's Alex Beermaster signing out.
Stay stout,
everybody. Have a good Sunday.
And stay safe from the coronavirus.
Stay safe.
Stay away from the corona zombies.
That's why I'm drinking Dos Equis.